remember getting, I ended up getting like a little weight set in my room. That's when I used to have the little plastic weights with the little concrete in them or whatever. And I had a little weight set, and I just started lifting weights and working out and just all type of stuff that I never really kind of just tripped on because I didn't want to experience that again. So I started bulking up and bought me a knife, pocket knife, and I didn't leave home without it. I wasn't gonna let anybody, ever, take advantage of me ever again, in any kind of way. If I did get into something, they were fighting. It wouldn't be so easy, for somebody to just, take something from me. I'm like, nah, we through with that. We were riding our bikes in the riverbed, and a group of guys rolled up on us. Probably about, I don't know, maybe 7 of them, I don't know. And they were older than us, because I think I was the oldest one with us. And the guys that pulled up, they were all, older than me. So they pulled up, and I already knew the look, the move, all of that. I had seen it before. So when they pulled up, I immediately, went in my pocket and pulled my knife out, And the guys were saying, nice bikes, you know what I'm saying? And in the middle of that, and then that knife came out, and they heard that click. When the guys saw the knife, they was just like, they kind of laughed it off, but they didn't take anybody's bike. We all came home on our bikes. So, to me, the knife was working, because I didn't have to have a rerun of what happened to me. But with, 3 of us, it was kind of like not all good though, because I started like doing everything. I think when that happened, it kind of like blurred all that to where I was just like on one, not necessarily trying to do everything right. The anger was like, I think that's what had me, getting kicked out of school and stuff, fighting, and just some of the stuff, it didn't even call for a fight. You know what I mean? It was like, I created a lot of my own problems. You had to be responsible for your actions, and I really wasn't at that time. I would just, kind of do whatever. So when I was at school and, something happened or somebody said this or that, it would result in a fight. And then you're only going to have so many fights before they kick you out of school. This time I was suspended. And then I remember my mother was getting up to go to work, and she said, and don't you go up to that school, because you're already suspended, so don't go up there. So I wasn't really thinking about going up to the school, until she said, don't go up there. But something about don't. It just kind of like, I don't know. It kind of makes you have to do it because back then. So I went up there at like lunchtime, and I had a little girlfriend up there. So I was just going to go up there, holler at her and head on back. So when I went, found her and went to talk to her, and her girlfriend was with her. So then she tells me that this cat was trying to talk to her, to my girl. He's trying to talk to my girl, what? So she told me, and he said, you need to get rid of that zero and get with this hero. That had me feeling some kind of way. I had to see that dude immediately. So now I'm on one. I'm on my bike, riding through the school looking for this joke. You ain't supposed to have no bikes up in it. Your bike's supposed to be in the bike racks or wherever the bikes are. I'm riding through there like I got license. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I run into dude. Jump off the bike, put hands on him, feet, everything. Just kind of overdid it. Did too much once again. After that, the suspension turned into, you can't go back now. You're expelled now. So it went from bad to worse. So I had to go to school like out of my neighborhood, the new school, and it was cool, but it was just like, it was a lot of white people, you know what I'm saying? So it was like kind of different. So I was in one of my classes, and they kind of like goofy. They do like the spitballs and straws and all that kind of stuff. So they doing what they do. That's them. They ain't got nothing to do with me. and then one of the balls hit me. So just imagine somebody hit you with a little ball of paper with spit on it. That's like somebody spitting on you. That's how I took it. You spit on me. So I got up. I don't know which one of them did it. They were sitting in the back. So I just took off on both of them. The teacher came to break it up, and the teacher grabbed me. But then it was like two of them, so like I felt like she should have just got in between us or something, break it up like that. Don't grab me. And it's two of them, now they can do whatever, you got me. So when she went to grab me, I pushed her off of me. Long story short, she told the people that I hit her. So you got the fighting, and now you got the hitting the teacher. So now it's like, where you going to school now? So I ended up at continuation, where everybody was that was cutting up. Sometimes you get the attention when you do a lot of stuff, or you cut up a little bit, you get the attention of the older guys, and I think that make you cut up more. So one of the older guys, asked me, did I have a gun? And I said, no. And he said, oh, little man, you gotta have a gun. Can't be out here in these streets. So he didn't have to convince me. You know what I'm saying? I already knew what the knife was doing for me. So he actually gave me one. It was just a feeling of control. Like, now I got the control. You can't tell me nothing, I got a gun, you know what I'm saying? And we use it.